Applications of linear differential equations. This will be as such part 1. Now linear differential equations with the constant coefficients, they find wide applications in the study of electrical circuits, then in mechanical systems, then in transmission lines, loading of beams, deflection of struts and columns, whirling of shafts, and etc. To see one example. Let us say that we are given one differential equation, L d2I by dt square plus I divided by C is equal to 0, where L is the inductance, C is the capacitance, I is the current, T is of course time, right? Now here we have to find the current I as a function of T, and one condition that is given to us, so we have to find I as a function of T, and one condition which is given to us is that I is the maximum current and I is equal to 0 when T is equal to 0. So here we can see that this is a linear differential equation with constant coefficients. So we can just rewrite this equation as d square plus 1 upon LC I is equal to 0. So you can notice what I have done, that I have shifted this L over here to the denominator. So in general, in other words, what we can say, we have divided this entire equation by this capital L. So that's why we are getting this d square plus 1 upon LC I. So d is equal to, of course, d by dt. Now once again, the auxiliary equation for this particular differential equation LDE is d square plus 1 upon LC is equal to 0. So this of course implies that d is equal to plus or minus I divided by root of LC, where of course I square is equal to minus 1. So now the roots are imaginary. So now we are going to write this solution. So right hand side is 0. So this belongs to the category of the homogeneous linear differential equation. So naturally the CF itself is going to be the solution. So we will write CF IT is equal to C1 cos 1 upon root LC T plus C2 sin 1 upon root LC T. So this is IT. Now when we are going to use the conditions which were given to us, so when T is equal to 0, at that time IT is equal to 0. So if we substitute T over here as 0, right, then this sine term will become 0 and we will be just left with this term. So therefore this will give us See, we are substituting it is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0. So 0 I will put over here. C1 cos, now I am putting 0 here, so cos 0 plus C2 sine, over here I am putting 0, so 0. So this is cos 0 is 1, so this is C1, sine 0 is 0. So C1 is equal to 0. So therefore we will get the solution as it is equal to C2 sine, okay, t upon root of LC. Now it is given to us that the value of it will be maximum when this sine is equal to 1. So therefore what we are going to do is, it is given to us, right, in the initial part of the question it was given to us that capital I is the maximum current that was given to us, and this current is going to be maximum when this sine t upon root of LC is equal to 1, right? So we will just write it, it will be maximum when sine t upon root LC is equal to 1. So this means that it is equal to C2. But maximum value of it is I. So that means I is equal to C2. So therefore the solution will now be written as it is equal to I. So the solution will be now written as it is equal to I sine t upon root LC. So that is what we had to find. We had to find the current I as a function of t under certain given conditions.